Hey, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, I'm still on the road home and passing a few familiar sights. That one there is the abandoned house that I always used to pass. The story of the family that used to live in that house, and they used to take care of quite a few cows, and I don't know, perhaps even carabao, although I don't think that the two mix. And this is a sight that you don't normally see when you're looking from my eyes. We don't come this way anymore because it's a different path. You can't get a truck up here, especially in the other parts which I've already showed on the video. The reason that I'm bringing you this way now is because it reminds me of an old story which for a long time wouldn't lay down, and people ask me whatever happened about Nisa. Well, whatever happened about Nisa, I will reveal at least some and give you some knowledge, as much as I have, which is not much. This is the aunt. This house that's being built now is the aunt, I think, of Nisa. I know that we've been here and spoken to Nisa. There was Nisa's auntie. There was a funeral there a little while ago, which we stopped by and paid our respects. So, haven't seen that little house that's being built there. Quite a nice house. It's all of concrete block, so a little bit on the posh side. And this house here is a house that Nisa used to live in. It's a dirt floor, no door on there, and the raised section is the bedroom, and that broken down form, the bench there, that's the bench that I sat on with Nisa when we brought some groceries for her, and I tried to persuade her to do the treatment. Well, the way that it worked out, a lot of people were very interested in helping Nisa, and we organized surgery for her. We took her to Cebu 3 times, and apart from that, we built her this little house. And this little house was quite a high spec, because it was designed and built so that she would have somewhere nice to come back to instead of that thing there. And the thought was that she would be able to recuperate, convalesce, and she would do it in that house. Now, that little the green and yellow part has been added on since we were here, I think. But the house is pretty much as we built it. And some stuff out the back there that's been added. Don't know anything about that, but it looks very homey. Obviously she is still living there. There's no sign of her, and everything is locked up. But pretty nice. And a very nice view out the front there over the rice fields. And all around is very nice. Ah, the dog finally woke up. So all this extended part here, I imagine, is also under Nisa's care, with new banana trees have been planted. So that's the story of Nisa. She decided at the last moment that she would not take the surgery that was planned for her. We were told at the time that it would be life-saving surgery. She had what was like a huge fist growing out of her back, where the parts of the spine, the spinal column, 11 and 12 vertebrae had all but collapsed. And then you get the growth around that, and it had come out through her back, and it really was heartbreaking to see. And there's a dog talking to me. They ran away when I talked back. So it turned out that the relatives who suddenly appeared when there was money came and talked her out of having the surgery. Her aunt said that God had already cured her, and there was a pastor there from the religion that she was involved in. So we have these things which are, what can we say, an influence on us, and she took that influence, and the money that was designated for her surgery was put to the next house. So that's my little story for this part of the journey. As you can see, still very challenging on a bike, especially if it's wet. And there's the last scene of the house, and this is a foreigner in the Philippines. Bye for now. We wish her well.